Oh, Jack, won't you slay my giant... penis. I'm referring to penis. Yeah, so Jack the Giant Slayer. I really hadn't, I remember hearing about this movie a lot, but I don't remember having seen too much footage from it. Really, I wasn't very excited. And then, reviews were like, oh, yeah, it's pretty good. And then they went down, and it's like, oh, it's okay. And yeah, it's okay. And I think probably the thing that enticed me the most was the cast, really the big reason I wanted to see it. You have Nicholas Hoult, who just came off Warm Bodies. He's great. Stanley Tucci, always awesome. And Ewan McGregor, Eddie Marsan, Ian McShane. So, just a great cast, looked like a fun movie, and that's pretty much about all it is. And it was directed by Bryan Singer, and I just felt like it was a really weird movie to be directed by him. I'm not that big of a fan of Singer. He's kind of hit and miss, and I just really didn't feel like any sort of accent of his on this movie. Not that he's ever had a very particular style. That's probably the big problem with this movie. It just feels very, very unimportant. I'm not saying every movie needs to seem like it's the best movie ever, but I'm talking about, there's really no distinguishing elements in this movie. A lot of it just feels very basic, and some of it's just actually rather bland. But for the most part of this movie, it's actually quite enjoyable. Yes, it's really, really silly at times. Mostly the giants, actually, are not that well done. But other than that, yeah, it's fun. It's really meant to just be a good time. I hope that's all it was meant to be, because that's all it is. And that's fine. It's fairly entertaining. Some really awesome sequences here and there. And most of the visual effects are pretty good. Overall, it's just exactly what it looks like, is just Jack the Giant. Just listen to the title, and that's what the movie is. You're not getting any more out of it than you expect to. It's fun, just not very memorable. You kind of walk out of the theater and just don't think about it. You're just like, alright, guess it wasn't a waste of my time. And since there really hasn't been anything very good in the last couple weeks, I'm gonna give it a 6. And yeah, see, it implies that I have a large one, but not really sure why I'd want it to get slain. Seems kind of counterproductive and painful. Actually, no, it kind of sounds like a circumcision, like a botched one, like the ones you hear about when they accidentally laser too much off, and then they have to pretend that the child's a girl for a while, and then that person winds up killing themselves because of all the mental damage when they find out that they're not a boy, not a girl.